Wondering what to include in your interior design portfolio? Then you're absolutely in the right place and you're not alone. As it happens, most interior designers are actually focusing on all the wrong things in their portfolio. So they're showcasing pretty pictures but completely miss the important elements, the ones that actually convince clients to hire them. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly what to include in your interior design portfolio so that it doesn't just look pretty, but that it actually converts viewers into paying clients. I'm going to reveal for you the essential elements that you need to include in your portfolio that make clients say, I need to work with you. I'm Kate Hatherall, and here at the Interior Designers Hub, we teach people how to get qualified as interior designers and how to set up, grow and run successful interior design businesses. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you're getting the most up-to-date advice that's really going to help you to stay ahead of your competition. So, portfolios. What even are they for? Well, look, most designers believe that their portfolio should simply be a showcase of their best looking projects. And I get that that's really understandable. But here's the problem with that approach. Clients actually aren't buying just pretty spaces. They're actually buying solutions to their problems. And they also want to know that they're working with a professional that they can trust. And pretty pictures don't just show that. So if your portfolio is only showing those glossy aftershots, you're completely missing out on the opportunity to demonstrate your true value as a designer. Now, I've worked with lots of designers who have had beautiful portfolios, but who have been struggling to convert inquiries into bookings. And when we dive deeper into what's happening, we often discover that their portfolio shows stunning end results, but they don't give any insights into that design process or the problem-solving process. And the problem with that is, at the point at which clients are looking to buy from you, they can't actually yet see that end product for themselves. They literally can't see themselves in that sort of imagery. So think about it from your client's perspective. When they're considering hiring you, they're not just thinking, will this person make my space look nice? They're wondering, actually, can this person solve my specific challenges? Will they understand what I need? Is working with them worth the investment? And all of those sorts of questions. But here's the good news. It's absolutely possible with a few strategic additions to your portfolio for you to answer all of those questions that your clients have before they even ask them. So what should you actually include in your portfolio? Well, let's break this down into 3 key sections that will transform how potential clients view your services. First, you're going to showcase the transformation journey, not just the end destination. Now, the biggest mistake I see is portfolios full of beautiful after photos with absolutely zero context. Instead, you need to create almost like a visual journey for each project. So here's what this looks like in practice. For each of your featured projects, start with the client's brief and the challenges they faced. Maybe they had, a growing family but limited space, or perhaps they needed to combine a home office with a guest room, for example. So you're going to show some before photos that highlight these challenges, and then you're going to move on to include your initial concept boards or your sketches. Now, this immediately demonstrates that you listen carefully and that you're good at translating your client's needs into visual solutions. Then go ahead and share the elements of your technical process, so your space planning diagrams, your technical drawings or 3D visualizations, because these showcase your professional expertise and they help clients to understand that you're bringing skills that they simply don't have. And finally, yes, you're going to include those stunning after photos, but make sure to pair them with captions that explain the specific problems you solved. So for example, instead of just saying modern kitchen renovation, say transformation of a dark, cramped kitchen into an open concept space that maximizes natural light and creates an efficient workflow for a busy family of 5. Do you see the difference? One of those just shows a pretty picture, whereas the other tells the story of the transformation, and that's really going to resonate with your potential clients who are facing similar challenges. All right, now the second key element to include is client-focused content, not designer-focused content. So most designers' portfolios are actually all about themselves, their style, their achievements, their process. But here's a radical thought. Even your about information should actually be about your clients and not about you. So instead of saying, oh, I graduated from X design school and have Y years of experience, try instead, I help busy professionals create homes that feel like sanctuaries after long work days. Or, I specialise in helping growing families create spaces that evolve with their changing needs. So throughout your portfolio, you're going to include things like client testimonials too, and you're going to strategically place them next to relevant projects. But don't just use generic statements like, Kate was great to work with. Make sure that you're featuring testimonials that speak to specific problems you solved. So for example, we had no idea how to make our open plan living area work for both entertaining and everyday family life. Kate created zones that flow perfectly together while serving different functions, and it has completely transformed how we use our home. Now, this approach positions you as a problem solver, not just a decorator. So the third crucial element is showcasing your complete professional process. Now, many clients don't actually understand everything that an interior designer does. We all know they think that we floof cushions for a living, and they might just think that you do actually pick pretty furnishings and colours without understanding the process behind that. Your portfolio is your chance to educate them about the full value service that you provide. So for at least one featured project, break down your entire process. How you analysed the client brief and understood the project scope. What is your space planning approach and how did you tackle any issues? The technical drawings that you include, like bespoke cabinetry, for example, your product specification and sourcing, your procurement process, your project management and implementation skills. So this comprehensive view of what's included helps potential clients to really understand that you bring solutions to problems that they haven't even considered yet. It positions you as a professional who manages complex projects, not just someone with good taste. Do you see how this approach completely shifts the focus of your entire portfolio? So instead of just saying, oh, look at my beautiful work, you're now saying, here's how I solve problems for people just like you, strategically, professionally. All right, so how can you put this into practice today? Well, firstly, you're going to do an audit of your current portfolio. So go through each project and ask yourself, does this show a transformation or does it just show an end result? Have I explained the client's problem and how I solved it? Am I showcasing my technical skills and my professional process? And do my testimonials speak to specific problems I've solved? Next, choose your strongest project and then rebuild its presentation following that 3-part framework we just discussed. So you're going to start with the client problem, you're going to show elements of your process, and then you're going to reveal the transformation, but with specific call-outs on the problems that you solved. Now, if you don't have professional photos of your before states or process documents, then you don't need to worry about it. You can just start by implementing this approach with your next project. But obviously, as you go along, make sure to photograph the space before you begin work and save all of those screenshots of your planning process and gather that information as you go along. Remember, potential clients are looking at your portfolio trying to imagine what it would be like to work with you, not just to see the results that you produce. So every element you include should help them to see themselves in the client role and understand the professional value that you bring to the project. The key is to make sure that your portfolio answers 3 main questions. Number 1, what problems can this designer solve for me? Number 2, how will working with them transform my space? And number 3, why should I trust their process? Now, when your portfolio answers these questions clearly, you're going to see a dramatic increase in your conversion rates from inquiry to booking. It's definitely worth giving it a go. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed about creating a whole portfolio from scratch that sells your services, I've got something for you that is going to make this process so much easier. So I've created an entire interior design portfolio template in Canva where you can showcase your work and incorporate all of the elements that we've discussed today. It's super easy to use, but to make it even easier for you, this template also comes with a video training on exactly how to customize it for your business, and it also gives you an example of a completed template too. So just comment portfolio below and I'll send it across to you. Remember, your portfolio isn't just a showcase of your work, even though that's what we might think it is. It's actually your most powerful sales tool, so make it count. All right, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit follow and to subscribe to the channel for more help with becoming the best interior designer you can be. And I'll see you next time.